Hello and welcome to this edition of my Evotion Rhapsody video series. My name is Frank, I'm a passionate Rhapsody user, trainer and consultant for over 20 years and love to share knowledge to help you to become more effective. Today I will show you how you can accelerate your initial project creation time and create a new Rhapsody model with a single click. Creating a new Rhapsody project, or better say Rhapsody model, within Rhapsody takes some time. Okay, we don't do it that often, but when you do it, it takes a few steps and quite some time. First you have to launch Rhapsody, click on New Project, select the path and provide the project name, define project settings, select the profile, for example SysML, react on various dialog windows, and then Rhapsody needs some time to initialize the new project. For the creation of a project from scratch, you need around 1 minute. In general, this is not an issue and you can usually live with that, but in one of my last projects I had to create dozens of those projects in a very short time, and I wondered if it could be done faster. Everyone who uses the Windows File Explorer, for example, knows the feature from which you can create new Office documents extremely fast directly from its context menu. Wouldn't it be great if we could do the same for the Rhapsody model? Is this possible? Yes, it is, and it works. How? That's what I want to show you today. A little warning up front, it requires some hacking in the Windows registry, so be very careful, because if you take the wrong step, it can end badly. Let's get started. First, you create a project template, or better say a reference Rhapsody rpyx-file. The extension rpyx stands for repository and contains the main project information like structure, content and references. You can configure it in any way you want, for example with or without SysML or any other profile. The most minimalistic Rhapsody project always looks like this: a default package and a default component. For these two elements, Rhapsody normally would create 2 additional unit files. For the package, for example, a file with the extension sbsx, where SBS stands for subsystem. Since we want to have only one rpyx file as a base for our template without dependencies to other files, I switch off the saving to external units for this default package and the default component. Now the information of the 2 elements is virtually included in the rpyx file, and you can delete all the other files without any problems. In the next step, you copy the rpyx file under Windows Shell New. If this directory does not exist, you can create one, but I think any other directory should work as well. Now to the tricky part. In the Windows Registry editor, search for the key rpyx-file. The string value is empty. Here you write the text which will appear in the context menu, for example IBM Rhapsody model. Now let's search for the .rpyx file extension. Below the key shell new, create the value null file. This is enough to get the entry IBM Rhapsody model in the context menu of the File Explorer. But this would result in an empty file, which would lead to an error when opening it in Rhapsody. Now our template comes into play. Create a value file name that points to your template file. Now everything changes. When you create a new model from the context menu, Your project template will be used as a base. This project can be opened with Rhapsody. Cool! Is that simple? Here you go. For your reference, here a summary of the essential steps. That's it. Hope to see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.